Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, AR, the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about why fatherless homes are a worldwide root cause for all the violence and mayhem and destruction and everything else that we're seeing across the board in this and other countries. So, this is actually something I was going to film last night after Honda's chat. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to because, sleep took priority. I'm still trying to fight a cold, and I think I'm starting to get better, thankfully, because my throat's not as bad as it has been the last couple of days or whatever. But, yeah, I'm definitely still sick, is what it is. I definitely still have, like, a stuffy nose and stuff like that, is what it is. And, I'm definitely getting over something here. But anyway, so basically, something that was brought up last night by this girl that jumped on the panel from London area over there in the UK and stuff like that. She was actually the one that I believe brought up the fatherless homes issue and stuff like that, and I was gonna talk about it quite frequently in that thing, but I didn't get a chance to. Is what it is. But yeah, it was interesting because it is a worldwide thing. Honestly, I believe because it's like you got single mother households, you got incentivization from the welfare system and stuff like that, and our governments, and it's basically you're a single parent, specifically a single mother. You're gonna sit there and fucking get free handouts galore as long as there's no father in the home. And then what's even worse is as this Alana chick was saying last night, over there, it's they look down if you're a black man specifically and you stay with the chick that you're with, who you knocked up and stuff like that. They look at them as squares, is how she put it, and it's basically you just you know oh, you're a good, decent man and stuff like that. No, you're just a piece of shit, basically, is what it is. Like, you're looked down upon for not fucking like every chick on the block, is what it essentially is. And as Leo brought up last night as well, it's kind of the same thing here in America. It's basically, yeah, you should be promiscuous as fuck as a dude in the hood and stuff like that. And if you're not, like, you're actually a decent guy and like a decent father to your fucking kids and stuff like that. It's like, nah, bro, you're just a piece of crap, basically, and you're like ostracized for doing the right thing, is what it is, and it's disgusting, honestly, and it's shit that pisses me the fuck off, honestly, dude. Because again, like, and what's funny is the whole thing was brought up last night because we were talking about gun statistics and stuff like that, and specifically like homicide statistics and things like that, of how you break it down, and yeah, it is 100% race based, is what it is, dude. And that's what nobody ever wants to talk about, is what it is, because they're just like, oh my god, now you're a fucking no, you're not a fucking racist, dude. You're specifically talking about what the fuck is going on in America, or worldwide for that matter. And yes, when you look at here in America, most fucking homicides are committed by black males. And the sad part is, like, people like to say it's like 18 to 30 something or whatever. Dude, it's younger than that now. There's like shit, man. You can go back to the 2020 riots. There was fucking 9 and 10-year-old little black kids fucking stealing SUVs and shit like that and crashing them into stores and shit, bro, to become little thieves and stuff. And yeah, that's 100% no parents in the fucking house, dude. It's complete lack of parenting at that point. When you have a fucking child, a single digit age child that is going to run outside in the middle of the fucking night, steal a fucking SUV, and crash it into a store to steal shit. Like, obviously they haven't been raised right, number one. And number two, that parent should be on the fucking hook, is what it is, dude. Or parents, for that matter. Like, if both parents are in the fucking house, then both need to be fucking, tried with something. And if it is a single mother kind of situation or whatever the case being, she's just a shitty fucking parent, is what it is, dude. Like, yeah, her ass needs to be fucking charged or something. And I would say, honestly, like, the best way to fix a lot of this shit, honestly, dude, cut off the goddamn welfare system entirely in these countries. Your fucking kid fucks up. Too bad you ain't get EBT anymore, bitch. Etc. Etc. And that would fix a lot of it, dude. Which I think a lot of that's going to go away anyway pretty soon, is what it is, because if you guys don't know what the Brex system is, it's basically, I think it's about 5 or 6 countries currently that are on it, and it's basically all these nations that trade in gold instead of U.S. currency. And I guess apparently there's been like 12 or 13 more of them recently that have actually asked to be added to that system, and a lot of them are Middle Eastern nations and stuff like that that actually control our current gas and oil supply and stuff like that. And it's like, if that happens, dude, we're fucked. We are completely fucked as a nation. And that's when you're going to see America go into such a hyperinflated Great Depression that we're going to be Venezuela 2.0 at that point. Because the petrodollar that's been held for fucking ever is what it is right now, dude, as a world currency that has actually no fucking backing at all to it. Because our government's so fucking dumb, they don't know how to actually back something with gold or silver currency. And it's now just, fiat currency at this point. Yeah, we're just completely fucked if that happens. And it's not good at all, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why when people are like, oh, no, you shouldn't, jack up a bunch of stuff on credit cards, it's like, well, if you know for a fact in the next 6 months your country is going to be nothing, and it doesn't matter because all the fucking cash and stuff in the world's pretty much going to be devalued to the point where it's going to be $1 million fucking dollars to buy a loaf of bread. Like, yeah, I'd start maxing out credit cards and shit at this point, dude. Honestly, if I had them to do. Like, if I knew I wasn't going to get fucked in like the next couple of weeks, next couple of months or whatever it be, dude, and I knew it was going to happen, like, right around the corner kind of thing, like, yeah, I would definitely be on that fucking line of thinking right now. So, anyway. But basically what we're having in the situation is you have the situation of, the Fatherless homes thing, where you have a kid, most of the time it's males. It's young boys. Sorry. Coughing is kind of in and out right now. But anyway, it's mostly young guys that want to, have that father figure in their lives and stuff like that. Need that father figure in their lives is what it is. In some cases, it's also females too as well. You definitely need to have a father figure for girls and stuff too as well, because otherwise they end up having those kind of fucked up issues in their lives later on down the road kind of thing, where it ends up being that they end up with the whole daddy issues thing, where they're banging some dude that's like 30 years older than them because they've always had like a lack of father figure kind of issue going on there and stuff is what it was. So they definitely need like a strong male role model in their lives is what it is as well. And I think that's the biggest problem with America right now is you have these people that just want to sit there and be like, oh no, there's no such thing as root causes and stuff like that. It's like, yes, there is, dude. If you address the fatherless homes root cause in this country right now, here in the United States, as well as across the fucking board, overseas in the UK and stuff like that, or, England or other parts of Europe and stuff like that, like, hell yeah, you're going to have a fucking better country and stuff like that, dude. And you're not even going to need, the thing about it is too, as well, that exponentially expands out because then it creates proper families again. And you actually have people that are like, no, we don't need mass importation into our countries because we're just going to have a bunch of kids, is what it is, dude, ourselves. And I think that's the biggest problem right now. You have all these people that want to sit there and push the whole, oh, you must have mass migration to make a, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of bullshit like that. When in reality, what it really is these giant corporations, your Facebooks, your fucking, George Soros types, your little globalist assholes is what it is right now. They're the ones pushing this crap because they're trying to destabilize these countries, dude, is what it is. They want us as destabilized as possible right now, here in America and across the fucking board. Because they know when they can destabilize us as a nation that we're going to fall to fucking communism or socialism or cultural Marxism or something else for that matter very quickly. And they're going to be able to basically install rulers at that point, dude. It's also why you have Shannon Watts and Michael Bloomberg and company like that attacking our constitutional rights so much all the time, dude. Why they're attacking the Second Amendment, why they're fucking, trying to sue all these gun companies out of existence now and stuff like that. It's because of the fact that they know if they succeed in doing these things, dude, that we're going to have no means to protect ourselves then against their tyrannical bullshit is what it is, dude. And I don't know about the rest of you, dude, but I'm pretty fucking sick and tired of that shit. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to cut the fucking head out the goddamn snake at this point, dude, for real. Like, I want to seriously see these fuckers gone from this earth when it's all said and done. And I believe, honestly, we can get it done. If we work together as a conglomerate, as one, come together as a bunch of patriots and stuff like that, and finally address the root causes and all these issues and stuff like that, we could definitely make a better country right now, dude. And we can make a better earth for that matter. because it's not even just making one country better, it's making a bunch of countries better. And if you address root causes like fatherless homes and stuff like that, it's definitely one of the biggest steps in the thing, dude. And it doesn't. The thing is, it doesn't have to be the actual like biological father that's in the house. It's just any male at this point, dude. It could be a fucking uncle stepping up. It could be, a stepfather for that matter in these houses. And when you have those people doing what needs to be done to actually get, the kids in check and have like, because that's the thing, kids always understand that like there's going to be boundaries or they're trying to test boundaries and stuff like that. And when they realize, okay, this is I basically passed a line or whatever the case be, and they, get gut checked is what it is, then they know not to break that fucking rule again is what it is, bro. And I think that's the problem. You have so many of these kids growing up with no structure of any kind, and then they just basically go nuts, and then it's society's problem is what it ends up being. And it doesn't need to be that way. You should be able to address that stuff at a fucking level to where it needs to be done. So anyway, that's pretty much where we're at for the day. This is going to be a pretty short one anyway. And yeah, I think we pretty much covered what we need to cover on that one. So I'll be back later at some point, probably tonight or tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling, and we'll do some more then. But yeah, this is basically just a quick one for today. So yeah, we just need to address fatherless homes in America and across the world is what it is, and finally have people want to be men again is what it is, dude. And when you can stop having little boys out there fucking wanting to fuck everybody on a block is what it is, and you have actual men stepping up and being real men and not having a bunch of men want to be fucking kids anymore, dude, and little punk ass bitches and stuff like that, then we would definitely be better off as a society. And that's all I'm gonna say about it the other day. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see y'all in the next one.